Hi, I'm Linda, and this is Escaping My Fairy Tale, episode number 21. Today, I decided I wanted to talk about our minds and how difficult it is to unravel what has happened. If you are in a relationship that is emotionally damaging you, or if you are leaving one or have left one, it takes a long time for your brain to catch up to what's happened. I find my brain gets caught in these loops, rumination loops, and I'm questioning myself. What did I do? What could I have done better? What if this is all me? And I get caught and I get more anxious, and then I fall into remembering all the different things that happened through the whole storyline and the injustice that I endured. And then I think, well, something is going to make this right. I need to figure this out. I need to bring purpose to this injustice. I need God to bring justice on this situation and make it all okay again. I want to fix it. My mind wants to fix it. And so I continually get in these loops. Again, I made notes. Let's see. One of the things that I wrote was that the bond doesn't break cleanly. It unravels. I was extremely, and still am, attached in many ways to my fairy tale, to what I wanted this relationship to be, to what I wanted so badly the reality of my family life to be. And it's not a clean break. It's an unraveling of a tangle. And if you've ever, had like a necklace tangled up, it can take a very long time to even just to get a little piece to get loose enough for you to grab it, to begin to unravel it. This is how our minds try to make sense of something. And every single time I come on here, I start to get notifications. It's so funny. It'll be like totally quiet. And then once I want to record, it goes nuts. But we want to make it right. We want to fix it. Really, I want it to not be real. There are days I wake up and I'm like, no, I want a different story. I worked hard for something different to be happening right now at my age. I didn't think I'd be alone. I didn't think my house would be quiet. I didn't think I wouldn't be loved. And so I'm constantly trying to rewrite the story in my mind where it's resolved with justice and peace. Or I'm questioning myself like nuts. What did I do? Why did this happen? Well, what if I had, our brains take a long time. And as we're unraveling this, we have to have grace on ourselves. I think one of the biggest things for me is to realize that I wasn't loved. I thought I had a prince. I made the story to read as such. Even though behavior showed me something very different, I had made a decision in my mind, this is real. This is my reality. This man adores me. He's always adored me. And yet, I wasn't really loved. If I was loved, I would have experienced a completely different story. I recently was reading Genesis 29 and 30 about Leah or Leah. I guess Leah is more Star Wars, isn't it? Most will call her Leah, and Rachel and Jacob. And this is the story where Jacob, he worked for 7 years because he wanted Rachel. He was in love with Rachel. Rachel was gorgeous. And then there was Leah, who was not beautiful. And her father, after 7 years of Jacob working to get Rachel, sneaks Leah into his tent at night after the wedding. And because they wore, such veils, he slept with her. Maybe he was drunk and woke up in the morning and realized, wow, this is the wrong woman. And I think he was probably angry. And he, went to the father-in-law and said, what have you done? And so he had to work another 7 years to get Rachel, blah, blah, blah. Interesting story, but I never really thought about Leah. Can you imagine what it would have been like to be Leah, being brought into the tent by your father, knowing that this man isn't interested in you? He's been watching Rachel the whole time, wanting Rachel the whole time. And she knew what was going on. And then she had to wake up in the morning and see the look on Jacob's face when he realized that she wasn't Rachel. Can you imagine what that would feel like? Lying there in bed after being with your new husband deceitfully. And I just related to her when I was reading that story today. Really relating to her on the level of what it's like to be unloved and to realize he was in love with something else the whole time. For my husband, it was sexual addictions, pornography, what have you. And I consider that his Rachel. Okay, that's kind of weird, but it certainly wasn't me. And I went to bed at night feeling that way, and I woke up the next morning feeling that way because I was never really loved. And yet, even while I was there, I was arguing with myself. No, he has to love me. I'm worthy. I'm cute. I'm happy. He has to love me. And then now that I'm gone, I think back, no, I'm sure he loved me. Boy, when this happened, didn't he love me? I'm constantly battling this. But I also remember in this story, Leah had a lot of sons. I think it was a total of 6. And the first 3, she would name something that would mean, now my husband will love me, or now my husband will be attached to me. I think that was Levi. But then by the 4th, it was Judah, if I remember this correctly. And Judah means praise the Lord, praising God. And she had turned her mentality from needing his love to feel valuable to praising God, knowing that she was valuable to God. And I love how throughout the whole story, we are told that God remembered Leah. God saw Leah and her pain, and he cared about her. He never stopped, and she bonded with him more and more through her life. And what was so beautiful about her is she continued to be obedient. And look at what God did, like her fairy tale that she thought she had, that she, or I should say, she worked so hard to make a reality. She worked so hard. I had 6 kids. She had 6 kids. It's not easy. And with everything she did, she was trying to earn this acceptance. And yet her fairy tale was not real. But God always was. And as her fairy tale, her castle burned down
and she knew she wasn't loved. God took her broken story and used one of her sons, Judah, to be in the lineage where King David came and then Jesus came. God works with broken pieces. He draws straight with crooked lines, and we don't know what the reason is that we've gone through this agony, but He does. And He sees us. And He sees us in our tangles and in our mental spins and in our insomnia. And I really think that a lot of the rumination and a lot of the times when I'm just spinning out on blaming myself or being in confusion or fighting back to make justice happen so that my future can be good, I think all of that is actually me delaying accepting the reality. I do. I think somehow it's a protection mechanism of my heart, because if I'm fighting it, if I'm arguing with it, if I'm stressing about it, I'm not crying about it and accepting this man doesn't love me. He beyond doesn't love me right now. But even through our marriage, he didn't love me, but God did. So I'm going to play a few TikToks where I'm talking to Patrick again, and he's helping me untangle this confusion, which I really think is kind of a form of denial, because it's way easier to focus on the mental tangle. It's way easier to stay in a spin than to accept the pain of what it was and where you are right now. But like Leah, God sees us and has a beautiful story for us to come. So, see you on the other side. And when you said 2 weeks ago that the guy that I still love and married and entrusted myself to, when you say he doesn't exist and he never did, that makes me sound, when I heard that, makes me sound like I'm crazy, like I imagine things, like I'm in Fruitville land. I mean, he was a man, he was flesh and blood, he was there. How?
Yes, but the person that you thought he was the projection of what he wanted you to think.
And of what I wanted to think too. I wanted to believe.
Yeah, for sure. Sure, that's also true.
So it's like together we created this man that wasn't there.
No. You did not do any of that with ill intention. You did not have any idea that someone could be that manipulative.
No.
You weren't trying to do anything but what was best for you and him. What you didn't know is that the person that he said he was a facade.
He disregards every boundary that I've put in front of him. But see, Patrick, my boundaries don't matter. And Mike can stomp all over these.
Time out. You don't matter to him. If you matter to him, he would not be putting you through this horrible stress. He would not be putting Jordan through this horrible stress. Yes, he doesn't care about you. He's coming to control you. His main goal is always control. And there's a mountain of evidence to prove this. It's not my opinion, it's the evidence of his behavior. I don't have an opinion about it because I have some axe to grind with Mike. It's the behavior that he's displayed consistently for decades. Being deceptive, going behind your back, being sexually out of control, looking at porn, whatever, you know, financially. If you want to try to work this out with him, the only option when you work it out is you die. Which is happening to you slowly. And your physical health is suffering. You live in a state of anxiety. You still live in a state of uncertainty. You live in a state of fear. And he knows that. But he doesn't care.
Questioning yourself is not weakness. It is you trying to make sense of crazy. And crazy doesn't make sense. And I think rumination and all of this panic and anxiety is also an escape mechanism to keep us away from what we know we have to go through, which is grieving the death of what we wanted this relationship to be and our family to be. I hope you stay with me. I enjoy doing these. I think they're good for me. I hope they're good for you. I'm so thankful that I have some views and that there are some women watching this, because I'm doing this for you, not for me. Obviously, I struggle with making these videos, but I hope you stay with me so that we can do this together and we walk through the castle walls. Not the doors, let's just go through the walls together. I'll see you next time.
Listen, you're dying either way. If you don't stop this, look at what's happened to you physically. You are slowly being devoured by the stress and the harm that he does. The only hope you have of not dying is stopping this process by getting away from him. You stay with him. You keep giving him the benefit of the doubt, and I guarantee you will die. And you'll die young and in pain. The grief will lead you to freedom and health.